Alrighty, guys, welcome back to part 6 of this series 3, in which we refine and test different aspects of different systems, or the same system just refined, and we build out a more refined system, so more profitability. And as I notice things, this is kind of like the journey that your personal system should take. I'm showing you what it takes to build up a system, very profitable system from the ground up, and we're almost done here. It's just figuring out these other small things. And so looks like FX Replay is coming out with some new updates and whatnot. So let's sign in here. Perfect. And what were we doing? Okay, so what I'll do is open up analytics, and I'll open up a new FX Replay on the side. Yeah, it looks like FX Replay is going to be coming out with a new update here soon. I've been kind of waiting for that. So this is our equity curve before. We are up 262%. We're July, August, September. Yeah, like 2 months left of data collection, and then we're done. So yeah, let's punch this through. I do have to go here in a little bit, but I figured get started on this video and get as far as I can. So 4 hour, very bullish hourly. Bearishness coming in at play, 20-minute. Gonna wait for this 20-minute to catch up. Unfortunately, not ready. Potentially buy stop over this high, depending on where we open up next. Yep. So valid buy stop over these highs. A little over the highs, just so I don't get buy stopped in. We're looking at a stop, something like that. So I got 20 again. Yeah, not the best entry, but also not the worst, especially with the hourly. I would have liked to see a little bit more sideways on the hourly, but we can definitely get a mover from here. If anything, I'll update my SL somewhere to around here if we get tapped in. Yep. So it kind of lines in with this low as well. Doesn't really make a difference. I'm just going to keep it as is. Get taken out. There we go. 20-minute, going to wait for a new stage 1, and it might just go without us. Buy stop over these highs. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour good. Hourly is weakening a little bit, but still okay. So I'm going to wait for this to close, and then we have a valid buy stop over that. Oh, well, it did close already. Where's the 20-minute? Right here. Buy stop off that high. Looks like it's this high. So it looks like we are within risk. We're looking at a 0.65 stop, 0.44. So what I do is I do like a 1.35. If we do like 0.7, it's going to be 1.2. So I'd be willing to do something like 0.7, something like that. Oh, there we go. And that's my entry. Same stuff, nothing new here. 0.85% risk, and we're good for a long. Move to break even. Probably take a beautiful break even per usual. Nothing to manage to yet. What time is it? Okay, so rollover. We're probably not going to survive this rollover. And red news, we're this much in profit. We're up, how much are in profit? And so usually when I'm above 2R profit, I'll leave the position open with the spreads widening and all that. I'll manage to this low right here. Secure at least 3R out of the move. Okay. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hour good. Hourly is going sideways now. So if anything, I want to see a new buildup or validation out of this move. Like so. Market opened at, what was it? 14, 16. So it's been like 2 hours since market opened. So we're back. Good 20-minute, good 5-minute long. Something like this. Let me fix the mic here. Low, we're looking at 1.06. So I'd be willing to risk about like 0.5. Oh, isn't that perfection? Usually, like I said, or I have said in other videos, when we open up this tight and I'm anticipating that we're going to get buy stop through, I usually set it just a little higher, and I'm willing to take on a bigger stop loss, give up a little bit of that edge, I guess you could say, because I know that the probability of us getting tapped in and then tapped out right away is very high, very likely. So I kind of use that double validation where it's like, okay, we're breaking over the highs, but even a little bit higher than that. And so that's what I'll do. Move to break even, nothing crazy here. Stop break even, take a break even. 20-minute. Gonna wait for a new validation. Whoa, what happened here? 5-minute long over this high is valid, but it looks like we don't have a place for our stop at this given point in time. Like we'd have this right here, which is 2.42, too large. So unfortunately we have to skip this move, even though it would have been a cool runner. Hourly is undergoing that stage 1 that we're kind of anticipating. 4 hour might participate in this as well, but the hourly, yep. And so now on the hourly, gonna wait for validation. Falls back down. Beautiful long over this high, potential long over this high. The reason I say potential is because if we look at that on the hourly, wherever this was at, we're too low in the range. Actually, let me replay to this. It might not be too low. I thought we were a lot lower. We're still a little low in the range for the hourly. We're just gonna assume we accidentally skipped it, like we weren't at the chart, or yeah, it's just we're too low in the range. What I want to see is another candle, like the next one that we saw that opens up like this, like that, and then that's our entry. We're probably gonna get stopped out given the extension or the giant move on the 20-minute, but it's still part of my rules, and you gotta follow rules. Is that 1.97? Yeah. So we'll do like a 1. Generally like that. Maybe like 0.75 sounds 0.85. We're probably gonna get stopped out. I already know it, so just given the size of the move. Huh, I guess not. I love it when that happens because then, you know, you're caught by surprise, probably break even. But you don't get like those highs and lows of excitement and sadness and all this shit. It's just like, oh. Buy stop over this high, depending if we close here. It's a good 4 hour. 4 hour good. 4 hour is getting a little bit questionable just with the range of motion. The probability of us continuing higher after these 4 hour pushes, I need to see this baseline a little bit, but there is still potential. So we're gonna give this the opportunity to continue, you know, delivering whatever it wants to do. On the 20-minute, however, yeah, it's not too bad. I'll take it, assuming that's where we close on the 20. Feels back down, give this market time. Still valid buy stop over a couple options. I still need to think this through. Buy stop over this high is option isn't a good option. Buy stop over this high is a good option. So it's kind of personal experience or personal preference what you want to do. But I believe they both are valid. So we're going to take a random loss in here, 0.92. Just about half ATR. Okay. Didn't tap us in. Yeah, hourly needs a little bit of time. 4 hours still sustaining. Hourly is building up again. Getting a little bit choppy, but still good. There was a valid long over this high. I want to see what that looked like on the hourly, because there is opportunity here. So go 4 hour. 4 hours good. Hourly is good still. Wow. 20-minute is good. Yeah, now this is a trade I would take. I'm going to take it just for data collection purposes. Keep in mind that backtests should be fully representative of your system. And so if you're, what is that, 1.83? So we could do like 0.9 stop. Yeah, your system, you want to get a full idea of how your system's going to perform and if you would have seen that trade at the time. Now, don't go back and be like, yeah, I totally would have taken that when you definitely wouldn't have. But if we look at my rules here, I mean, the 4 hours just perfect. Hourly is getting scooped up, buying up nicely. Demand is holding, pushing up higher, putting in new highs. coming back down, taking out whatever we have to. It's like some sort of fractal accumulation stage where we're getting that back and forth. And this is a good point where more likely than not, I like to see the stage 2 delivery from here. We underwent whatever hourly stage 1 we had to go through, and now we're gonna hopefully continue building off of that. 20-minute demand, phenomenal. Leaving beautiful demand zones if that's what you use to trade. Mitigating, pushing off, leaving off 2.0 zones, or mitigations of mitigations. Yeah, I mean, this is not bad, not bad at all. There were 2 valid entries over this high with a stop here, or this high with whatever next stop is up. So that's a very small stop. Get stopped out. Wait, I don't know if that was a break. I don't think that's a break even. Not even close. Okay, so 20-minute, if anything, we'll wait for a new validation. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. I want to look at this particular candle. See if there was a valid entry here. Not particularly. This was an entry, but it was a break even regardless. And I'm trying to wonder why we're kind of wicky on July 17th. Something's not quite right. Oh, news. News at 6:30. So I shouldn't even have been trading 6:30. Yeah, I shouldn't have been trading here. Oh man, gotta love it. Okay, so we flip back down. Oh, let's look at the 4 hour. So news was at 6:30 and that was it. Red news at least. So 4 hours good. Hourly is building back up again. 20-minute validation over this long. So I'd consider taking a long there. Give me just 1 second. Hang on. Sorry, I have to check some messages here. Okay. 20-minute, good longs, 6:30. So we're an hour after red news, so good. And then 5-minute, long over this high. Yeah, that's not bad. Consider taking a long over this high, something with a, like maybe a 1.5 ATR, 1.4. What is this, 1.6? It is a little bit out. We'll do 1.7. It is still within 1 ATR, so I can be a lot more adaptive with that size. Good, get tapped in, get tapped out. Phenomenal. 1, 2, 1, 2. Yeah, I'm wondering why this market is behaving like this. July 17th, huh? Okay, we're gonna give this market time. Okay, let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hours good, hourly, 4 hours finally really good. I told you guys, we're waiting for that sideways on the 4 hour. 4 hours good, hourly is starting to build up again. So potentially start looking at this market at this very point in time. That's what I would, do on the live market. So 1 hour. Market's starting to become a lot cleaner. And then 20-minute validation. We do have 2 valid buy stops over either high. On the hourly though, yeah, it's not too bad. I'll consider 1 loss over this high within like 1.55 ATR low. Probably half of that if we do get that entry. Falls back down, don't want to touch it. I'll wait for a new 20-minute validation. Gonna make sure there's not red news on July. Are we still on the 17th? Yeah, no red news. So this is our long right here. That's like the only long I see. The hourly is still shaping up. 20-minute is good. 5-minute long over this high seems reasonable. Still not tapped in. We're looking at a 1.5, so I'm gonna wait for a tighter SL. Don't get anything tighter, so I'll do like maybe 1 ATR. Do a limit. Well, that didn't help. Yeah, I have to do a buy stop here. come on. There we go. Get buy stopped in, move to potential break even soon. Not quite sure yet. How much have we gone? Survive the break even. Maybe. Maybe. No. Dang it. Okay, so hourly is still building, 20-minute. Good validations, depending on where we close. We do have a valid buy stop over this high now. Oh, nope. Over this high now. There we go. On the 5-minute, so yeah, random loss here. That's okay. I'll just like throw in the most random entry here. Like a limit. There we go. So we took a random loss in there because I know I'd probably end up taking a trade in there. Assuming there's no red news still. 1, 2. Another valid long over this high. 4 hours performing very nicely. Hourly is also 20-minute is also. So 5-minute long over this high isn't too bad depending on where we land on the 20-minute. Still valid, but now we're getting quite extended, especially on the 20 and potentially the hourly. Hourly still clean. 5-minute or 20-minute is still quite extended for me. There is a potential opportunity here though. We're looking at 1.74 stop. 1.04, yeah. This is approximately where I'd put my stop. Slightly over half ATR. Nothing to do. Probably another break even. Nothing new. Okay. Yeah, break even after break even. Some losses here and there. Hourly starting to get a little bit choppy, so I'm going to give this market a little bit more time to perform. Let's look at the 4-hour. Hourly is good. 20-minute potential long. I want to look at this candle right here. This candle may have fooled me into taking an entry here. So that's why I kind of want to take a peek at it. I'm going to replay to it just to see what it looks like. Oh, to see what it looked like. Fuck. Keep missing every single button. Okay, I do have to go, by the way. But let me look at this. 4-hour is clean. Hourly is clean. 20-minute is clean. Yeah, unfortunately, just given my rules, I'd definitely take a long over this high. So we've taken nothing but break even and losses here. Since I already know it's a loss, I'm just going to throw something random in there. Then 20-minute. Another long opportunity over this. Hourly is very wicky though, so you can either choose to give this market some time or yeah, maybe it's just not worth your money. Market falls off, nothing to do. Did move quite cleanly from here, but I'm waiting for more strength in either direction. Okay. Probably start looking at the market off of this 4-hour push right here. Daily's probably undergoing some sort of stage 1. Yep. Building back up. 4 hours clean. Hourly is clean. A little extended, so wait for that pullback. Very wicky on the 20. Potential entry over these longs depending on the hourly. Yeah. Not too bad. But yeah, I don't like the wickiness here, so unfortunately I have to skip. Because you're just going to get chopped the fuck out. There we go. Money clearly comes into the market. Like, there's no question about it. After all this wickiness, Hourly though, yeah, I just can't, bro. Look at these. It's not too bad. Wick, 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 wick. Lots of weird wicks here. Giant wick here. And then most recently, just a giant wick there. We are how far away from red news? 2 hours? 4 hours isn't bad at all. Hourly is building out of the range, so just trying to think through it. Like here, I probably would have taken an infinite amount of losses, assuming I were trading the hourly, but I wasn't. I was trading the 20-minute and decided to skip all this price action because of, well, you know it. So now, right-hand side of price, like from here on forward, it looks very clean. Here on back, it looked pretty shit. Like this was clean action. Horrible, 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 horrible. Clean for one candle. Horrible, 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 horrible. And then clean again. So you could get a moment like this where you got some nice expansions. I'm gonna take the risk. Why not? Currently, we're not, or I don't factor that into my system, which is actually what I'm starting to do. So if you pay attention to what I'm doing right now, I'm building onto my system. I'm realizing every single time I trade here, like I don't know if you saw earlier, when I skipped through all this 4-hour price action, I didn't like it one bit. And look at what happened. Instead of taking that final trade that you saw me put, I was like, nope, we're just gonna skip. Same thing that's going on is I'm adding to my system slowly, looking at different things that I don't like to see where I know I'm gonna take infinite losses. Because a 5-minute entry right here, loss, 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 loss. Like there's nothing here for me. Even here, like no entry, but super wiki, like there's nothing here. Now that we move on to this price action, look at how much cleaner it is. So I do have to go now. So 20-minute is clean, 5-minute is good for long. Whatever low this is, we're looking at 0.95 and ATR is 1.5. So probably gonna be a loss here. There we go. 20-minute just kind of goes. Yeah, and I shouldn't have taken this. What the fuck? And so if you think because you entered here, and this is a lesson for me too, if you think because you entered here that all of a sudden this price delivery is going to change and it's going to become all pretty, that's not true. It's going to continue the same way it started. So looking at the hourly is quite questionable, right? We're going to give an hour after red news. There we go. Now it's becoming okay clean. You can kind of see the change in price dynamic delivery. Very like range bound, then we built out of it, built up a nice demand, I guess you could call it, demand validations, and finally strength coming in. So 20-minute is still hella wiki. Don't want to touch this, don't want to touch this. Now we're getting clean, but now we're falling back down, so that doesn't help. So 4-hour falls back down. Okay, we have plenty of red news. Probably not a market I want to touch for a little bit. You could try to scalp yourselves out of this. Like, let's give it a shot. See what, yeah, there's nothing here. Absolutely nothing here. Now the 4-hour is going to shit. I'm not gonna lie. I'm waiting for stage 2 delivery this way. Because if we look at the daily context, we're waiting for validations to continue this market long. What are we doing? We're falling, we're chopping, we're back and forth. This market needs time. Let it accumulate. Off of this candle is when I start looking at the market. So patience. We just probably went how long without touching this? From here, we didn't even take a trade in here, I don't think. We just went 12 days without touching a market. And then on the 13th day is when it clears up and it's like, okay, we're ready to roll. So anyhow, guys, I gotta step away, but I'll be right back to finish this recording in a little bit. Bye-bye. Alrighty, guys, I'm finally back after a little bit. It's been a few hours. So I had to take care of some projects I'm working on, but let's take a look at this market. Daily analysis, we're looking for these longs to come in on this stage 2, especially on the daily. 4-hour distribution kind of started, but we're building back up some sort of fractal accumulation here. Now we're pushing away from it. 4-hour good. Hourly is showing lots of demand coming into this market. Beautiful. I mean, you can just see the strength into this market. We were super wiki here all along. Started to clear up. Had a little bit more back and forth, very loose price action here. But when we step down to the 20, very, very bad price action. And then we got this 20 strength here. And so I think the long we were looking at was over this high. I totally forgot where we were at. 1, 2. Let's look at the 4 hour. Hello? 4 hour? 4 hour, we're still a little low in the range. Yeah, this market needs another candle. 1, 2. I think we're looking at highs or longs over this high. Just given the weakness in the hourly at this point, I didn't want to follow it. Hourly and 4 hour, just because of how low we were in the range. We were somewhere like down here. But looking at this, depending on where we open up on the 20-minute, the next candle, there is a valid high over this. So yeah. 5-minute, we're probably going to get taken out right away just given the extension of this market, but I'm a-okay with that. We're looking at like a 1 ATR stop, or like closer to 1.5, so like 1.2 does it, because this market is more likely than not going to take us out, so I'm just willing to take it and then go with it. So put in our order, make sure that's valid. Cool, move to break even, probably going to take a break even here. Survive, maybe? Nah. Probably take this awesome break even. We're coming into rollover here. We're still in really good profit. So I don't particularly want to manage anything yet. I'm going to manage to like these lows somewhere around here. I want to be a little bit more conservative with management because rollover is probably going to take us out, just with spreads and whatnot. And so this is like the last hope or last point that I'd want to protect before we get taken out. Rollover happens, market reopens, and yeah, we do get taken out. So we still secure some of the move here, but hourly fell back down. So now 20-minute validations. Good long over this high, good long over potentially this high. Yeah, so currently what I've been testing, and I don't think I've made this very clear, but the whole thing that I've been testing with this particular season, I guess, season 3, is validation candles, which one you want to take. Because generally you're going to get multiple validations. Valid validation, valid validation, validation candle, validation candle, validation candle, validation candle on this one, validation candle on this one. And so there's so much opportunity here. Like almost all of these are validation candles for me. So which one am I going to take? And so you can choose to take this one. And so the way I kind of justify which validation candle I'm taking is looking at different ranges. You can look at this as a range. Have we left this range? Not at all. You can look at this as a range. Have we left this range? Not at all, off this validation candle. And so now on this validation candle we have. And so it's just kind of personal preference what you want to do. We fall back down. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2. Validation candle. Why don't I take this one? We're low in the range. We didn't really leave any range. This is where the money came in. Same here. No validation. First validation candle would take a loss, potentially. Validation candle, but not valid for me. Validation candle, take this long. I don't know why I didn't trade that, actually. That was actually very clean. But looking at the 5-minute long, 20 validation over this high. Yeah, this is a valid long over these highs. Gotta make sure there's no news on the 30th though. I think we've just been in 30. We've just been break even. News at 8 in the morning. Yeah, we were at 1,000,088. Currently we're at 1,120,000. So we haven't made much progress on this account, and it's been like 2 months. So kind of come to terms with that. We're going to go to like 1.5, 1.3. Hopefully we get a tighter stop here. Okay, we're coming quite tight. 1.2 is where I want to stay around. Take it out hourly. Hourly good, 20-minute good, but I could see this actually sidewaysing a little bit. So I'll set this up, probably take a loss here. What time is it? 2100. Yep, take my loss, that's okay. I was kind of anticipating the sideways motion on this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. There we go. So you get validations on here. Let's look at this particular candle. And so now what I'm actually looking at, which is new, I don't think I've talked about this, is kind of like how far we are away from average price movement at the time of close. And that will kind of dictate for that particular candle, did the bears or the bulls win, right? It shows who, for me, in my interpretation of it, this might not be correct for everyone's, it shows who's in control. Is there more bullish or more bearish? Here, valid buy stop over both of these highs. I like this. This is where I'd take an entry. Or you can wait for another candle to open up here, like we saw in the next. That's also valid. This is an entry I would take. Yeah. 5-minute entry over both of these highs. Double validation or confirmation, whatever you want to call it. What low is this? 1.68. If you look at the 1-minute candle, we created some sort of low and then pushed up into our position. And before we were pushed into our position, this low was created and then we got buy stopped in. So this is a completely valid entry. Okay. Well, I didn't get buy stopped in, but you guys get the idea. And so if we step back up to the 20 once this plays out, let me play a couple candles forward. We're looking at a 1.08 stop, which is reasonable. Move to break even. If we look at the 20 validation, our next entry, because if we wouldn't have taken this, your probably next entry is going to be all the way up here. You don't want to take that. That's too far extended. Still at break even, nothing to do. Take our break even, wait for a new 20 validation. Look, this would have been your secondary entry. Too far up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Validation across all these. All these are valid buy stops. Why am I not taking them? Because I know they're going to fail. 1, 2. Valid buy stop over this high. We got red news approaching in 1 to 2 hours, maybe 3 hours. 4 hours super clean. Hourly is a little bit more choppy, but I do like to see price action like this because I, from personal experience, know it's probably going to go from here. And it's like the first entry I've really taken. I think we took a BE here, which is fine. That's a perfectly okay entry. But yeah, 20-minute is good for longs over this high. I also like that we kind of sideways a little bit because it shows a lot of pressure from both sides. And so looking at a stop like this, we're looking at 1.58-ish. Nothing yet. Get tapped in, probably going to get taken out now. Yep. What time did I take this? Okay, so it is what it is. 1, 2. Another valid entry buy stop over this high. I'm going to take potentially 1 or 2 more losses in here, so for a total of 3R, and then I'm done. We're looking at a 1.3 stop. Some markets are open. I think Asia runs this time. Get stopped out. Hourly, probably don't want to touch here for a little bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Valid buy stop over this high, but we got red news. How much time after news was this? Hour 20. Potential buy stop over this high. Let's see if there's anything valid. Probably some random loss in here. We're just going to throw in some random fucking loss in here to really make it bingo. Okay. Got red news again, so potentially don't want to touch this market. I probably wouldn't have taken this. It's too weak, too low. I don't like the wick up top. So give this market a little bit of time. Let the red news play out, and then we're going to give it like an hour after red news. So, yep. Right about now is when it's okay to start looking at this market. Depending on where we open next, this is actually a potential entry. Fell back down. Potential entry over this high. This was a potential entry. I just have to think about it. But I don't know. It's one of those where I just think about it and be like, okay, it's not super clean. Probably wait until the next candle. 4 hours, I mean, just clean. And if you look at the daily, the analysis that we were anticipating finally started playing out. Longs. Beautiful. 4 hour. We could have stepped lower and started looking for sells here. Why didn't I? Because my experience through seasons 1 to 2 and the past 6 episodes has taught me don't. You have a narrative. Why are you gonna like here when we were breaking down? It's like, okay, are we going back up? We started going back up, started stocking for longs here. Then we broke back down. I could have, and I think I did look for a couple trades here. And then when you step down to the hourly somewhere around here, you kind of realize, look at this price action. That's when I stepped down and I was like, nope, I don't want to touch. Just skip. Skip. Finally, boom, clean. Now we're in for longs again. Far we're good. Hourly good. 20-minute good. Oh yeah, I already said I have a trade here. 5-minute long over, what high was it? I think it was this high. I'll kind of go back and verify that on the 20, but let's take a peek here. No, our high was this one. Wait, no, we're looking at the 20. Okay, wait for the 20 to complete. Yeah, that was our high. That's our low. We're looking at a 0.97 stop, so half ATR. And yeah, that's our entry. If it wants to play out. Move to break even, very simple. Take your break even. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Potential long over this high, but no. This is a valid entry. I'm not taking it. I'm gonna wait. 1, 2, 1, 2. Valid entry. I'm not taking it. 1, 2, 1, 2. Valid entry. Not taking it. 1, 2. Valid entry. Why am I not taking it? 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Look at how much money I just saved. Entry, 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 entry. I just saved 5 RR, right? And it's things people don't think about. Gonna wait for the hourly to shape back up. 4 hour is good. Hourly is shaping up. There was a potential entry here. Why didn't I not take it? There's no strength behind this move. Look at what happened here. Right before close, we just went down this far, right? Compared to the ATR, we went down half ATR, 3/4 ATR, and or 2/3 ATR in this little span. So why am I not taking an entry there? We do have red news approaching here in 2 hours. But yeah, this is a valid long. I'd consider taking something like this. It is a little weak, closer towards the top. But if you look at the context, the narrative that we're building up here, this isn't half bad, right? Something like this. Low, we're looking at a 1.6 something. I'm going to tighten it up to 1.4 just so we don't ruin our RR. Give me just 1 second. Gotta check on some stuff here. And yeah, we set up our buy stop. Probably going to take a break even, especially right before news, but I'm just playing by my rules, and my rules state that. Whoa, what the fuck? Okay, I would. And that's what happens when you follow rules. That caught me by surprise. Okay. Follow your amazing rules. Nothing to manage here too. We're up probably like 8R, 7R. Yeah, just about 8. Nothing to manage to here yet. One thing I will do is secure like potentially 3.5 depending on this next candle. Now what you can do is step down to the 1 minute and see price a little clearer. I'm gonna manage just a little bit more to like 4R. No, that's too tight. Yeah, no, I'm happy with this management. Get tapped out, probably gonna continue. No shit. No shit. Okay, not really. You could have held over nose. Like I got tapped out right to the pip. So this is when I step back and I ask myself, did I do anything wrong? Probably should have managed below the slow. I was gonna manage here and then I thought no. But yeah, no, it's part of the move. Secure your 4R out of a probably like 20R mover and you go on with your day, you know? You can't bitch and moan about things. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. Probably don't want to touch this market anymore. I mean, it's not bad. I'll probably consider a few more trades here. We're looking at August 1st. So we're in the next month. I'll just make sure there's no red news. Oh, plenty at 6:30. Yeah, we got that in here. Oh, that's August 2nd. So we already kind of went through all that red news actually. Yeah, the hourly is going a little sideways. And so a couple things you can do here is wait for a build out of this range, or it's primed. It's from my personal experience, you're going to take a few more losses. This is where your equity curve is going to be a little more sideways, but that one runner that you'll get that goes from here to here is going to make up for those. And so if you're willing to kind of ruin your edge temporarily to sharpen it for the long run, take a few more losses, lower your run rate, then that could factor into a better edge over time. But not everyone has the mental strength or resilience to do that. So this is a beautiful entry. This could have been a potential entry, but didn't get tapped in. So now we're in for another entry. Hourly is okay. 20-minute. I don't like this price action here. This was news, I believe, at 6:30. Played out, whatever. Cleaned up quite a bit. Very clean price action. Came back. Hopefully we build up from here. So yeah, this is an okay entry. Right over this high, something like that. Still valid. Falls back down. Don't want to touch. Valid entries. Each one of these is a entire valid entry, right? Why am I not taking it? Maybe this is the only one I really want to take. Okay, we're building out. But let's look at the hourly. Yeah, man. This is one of the ones where I'm just like, do I really want to? I'm going to give it one more. And it's probably going to go here. 1, 2. Yep, that's where it went. And so you'd be in at profit right now. Where's our high? This high to this low? Yeah, you'd be at break even on this move. But yeah, everyone has their own systems and they're going to vary. That's the amazing thing about trading is sometimes you're going to catch it. Other people are when you're not. And just the way the world works, you know? Okay, I would have taken a break even there. Let's look at the 4 hour. 4 hours good, hourly's good. 20-minute. Let's see where our entries would have been here. So we collapsed, then we built back up. I probably am not going to touch this market for a little bit. Let's look at the hourly at this given point in time. So 1, 2. Very wiki. No, absolutely not. What the fuck are you doing here? Wick. No. There you go. Finally, strength. 4 hour. Wick. Maybe touch this market, you know, first sign of strength right here. I could see this market actually collapsing back down, believe it or not. 4 hour. Yeah, I just can't with this 4 hour. I'm sorry, but I'm going to have to skip this price action. Okay. I am going to go back and see what opportunities were missed. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing here. Very wiki, very wiki. This is my first sign of looking at the market. 20-minute validation. Let's look at what longs we would have gotten. Nothing. Loss right here. Nothing. Potential long right here. I don't think I would have taken it. Maybe I would have. Nothing. You missed nothing by just being patient. 4 hours good. Hourly's good. 20-minute. A little choppy. We just hit red news, so I'm going to give it an hour. Let's look at the hourly again. Man, just this price action. What the fuck is this? Wick. All the way up. Wick. Like infinitesimal small wicks. Wick. Wicks. Like what the fuck? Wick. So this tells me this price wick delivery is not done. And look, I mean, it was news, but this market, what the fuck do you want to do, you know? Okay, and I'm out of this market for a little bit. Wicks back and forth, breaks down, finishes whatever it had to, and now we're building back up. Hopefully this is the start of that stage too. Looking at the hourly, look at the price difference. Shit. shit, clean, right? Kind of. It's not the cleanest, but it is a very noticeable difference. And so on the 10-minute, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, falls back down. Not touching this market. Done. Boom. Daily's probably gonna start collapsing again. Who cares? Not me. I ain't in this market. All these people losing all this money. Look, even on the 4-hour, you can see. There we go. But what's going on the daily? Very unclear story. Like if we truly want to like draw this out, it's still kind of clean. But like if you draw that intermediary, it's like whoop, 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 whoop. Oh, my bad. Fuck. Okay. Let me do it this way. I can't draw very well on... Yeah, like what? What's the narrative here, you know? Finally, at like maybe this point, we start building something, but then we go back into chop. We started building, chop, 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 maybe delivery. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I can't touch this market. I'm sorry. Yeah, maybe we start our delivery here now. I need to... so many fucking lines. I'm sorry. Let's look at the 4-hour. Give me a second. Yeah, so if we draw a 4-hour intermediary, we'll consider this a leg. Whatever. Breaks down, breaks back up, down. Something like this is kind of what I'm looking at. After these breaks, I was like, nope, don't want to look at it. Start building back up. It's just like on the daily, what do we have going on here? It can be quite confusing. So 4-hour is finally coming out of this range. So hourly and 20-minute were valid for longs again. 4 hours kind of extended, but hopefully we can get one more push out of it. Valid long over this. Why don't I take it? Not clean. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Hourly, probably going to fall back down here for a little bit. 4-hour, probably going into that stage 1, because I did say it was extended, and look at what we're doing. Yeah, and so hourly, I just need to see a little bit of bullishness. We'll actually step down to the 20 so we don't skip over it. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Why don't I take this long? Too low in the range. Way too low in the range. 1, 2, 1, 2. Potential first entry for longs here. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna give it one more. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Boom, nothing to do. News coming up. There we go. Finally an entry. 20-minute, gonna step down. I wanna look at no entry, no entry, no entry. This would have been your first entry, but I don't think on the hour it lined up very well. Let's take a look. I'm gonna have to leave here in a little bit. 1, 2, hourly. Nah, it needs time. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. First entry, but red news, so it doesn't matter. We're probably gonna chop back down. Yep. 1, 2, 1, 2. Hourly. Let's take a peek here. Didn't quite wiki. It was questionable at these points, and then with this giant wick, it's just like, do you really want to enter here? But red news was, I think, at 6, somewhere around here. I think it was this candle. Yeah, so it's been like an hour. This would have been your first entry. Why am I not taking it? Giant wick. And look at what that saved me from. A break even. 20. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. First entry again. Right here. Let's look at the 4-hour. 4-hour is okay. Hourly is questionable once again. very wicky back and forth. So what I'll do is let this market fuck around and find out, right? You go do your thing, bud. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Guys, how many losses did I just fucking save? Right? Nothing to do. Nothing to do. Starting to build up. Potentially something to do. What just happened? Wick, 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 wick. Clean. Is this the end of the wickiness? I don't know. Right? It looks like it is. Especially lining up with the 4 hour. So, first time looking for longs again. First long is over this high. Nothing here. 5 minute. Over these highs. Let's see if we get a low. Oh, hello. First low is this one, 0.94. Falls within risk. Do a limit. What time is it, by the way? We're coming into Asia session. So, in the clear. Get in. We have to almost break even, I think. Break even? Take a break even. That's okay. Don't take a break even. That's also okay. Nothing to manage to. Where am I going to manage to? Nothing here, that's for sure. Managed to like 4.5 R. Something like this probably get taken out very next candle. Psych. Step down to the 1 minute. Points for management. Sounds like you're just a little bit more. One thing I'm going to start working with, by the way, is going to be partials. Because I think I'm leaving too much on the table, you know? How about instead of full position out here, 50% position out here, leave the rest running, right? But the thing with my management is that it's so precise that usually when this key level fails, the entire position falls. And so do you really want to be leaving? I might even do like secure 70% of position, leave 25% running. Maybe that's a good option. But as of right now, I'm just doing full position. Boom, get tapped out. What time was this? Yeah, so you're fine. Why is this like shit price action? That's what I'm wondering. And so generally now I could see the position going sideways, giving me another entry. Oh my goodness, he's so smart. So yeah, we get a new entry, and I was gonna manage to this point down here. Why did I manage here? Because I know if this key level was gonna fail, more likely than not, we're gonna come and take this as well. 4 hour. It's okay. Hourly good, 20 minute. Yeah, there's a valid long over this high. Should I take it? Maybe. 2 hours. I'll consider a long over, what high was it? This high. Nope, falls back down. 20 minute. Look, wait for new validation. 1, 2, 1, 2. Valid long. Potentially here, but this is also a valid long depending on where we close. Yeah. New valid long. We got red news coming up though. So hour and 40, it's to your discretion. Not taking it. Now we got red news in an hour, so I can't take this anymore. Good long there, but wouldn't have taken it. Hourly. Yep. Get the fuck away from this market. That's all I'm telling y'all. Get the fuck out of here. Boom. Potentially on this candle is when I would have started looking at it. First sign of strength, the wickiness slows down. Let's take a peek. Let's look at that 8 hour. Yeah, 8 hour, 4 hour strength coming in. I don't like the hourly. Look at this price action. Wick, 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 wick. Up, down, left, right wicks. Even this. Slowing down, but I don't like it. Valid entries? Nothing. Look at this 20 minute, guys. Like, what the fuck? No. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. First entries over these highs. Fails back down. 1, 2. Entry right here. On the 5 minute, I don't know if you'd get a good stop. Let's look at the hourly though. Or the 4 hour. There we go. 4 hour? Yeah, now I'm good for longs. Hourly? Hourly is extended, unfortunately. We're kind of pushing it, you know? And so if I were to secure a move right here off the 5 minute, I want to see what my average mover would look like. This is a good exercise for you guys as well to kind of put it into perspective. Choose like a 1 ATR stop and then go into the hourly and see how much could this move continue to get even like a 5 RR, right? And then to take this even further, draw average movements from MAs just about here, and compare it. Oh shit. Oh, further down, my bad. Oh shit, we could actually secure a little bit more out of this run. Step down to the 4 hour, hourly, 20 minute. 20 minute, first long we get. We have red news in 2 hours and 20. This is enough for me. 5 minute long. Over both highs are valid. Take your long. Boom. How the fuck did I just save like 20 losses, boys? This is probably going to be a loss. Just watch. Okay, it has to be a limit, I guess. I'm going to leave here in a second. So I'll do a quick buy stop. Something like this. 1, 2. Beauty. Move to break even. Probably take a break. Okay, or not. We're up. How far? 5R. So this is when I'm going to step down lower and ask myself, okay, what points do I want to protect? I'm going to choose to protect this point for personal reasons. Everyone has their own management. What point is next? Oh, my bad. We're looking at this point, 8.87. Probably do something like this. Oh my goodness, I could close my entire trade and make 13 RR right now. That is not what it's about. You're gonna fuck yourself up in the long run if you keep doing that. You define an edge, okay. And with this current edge, you know, you're gonna do great things for yourself, but stick to that. Okay, now let's go back to my box analogy. Average run was from here to here. Which one did I use at first on the hourly? Average run was from here to here. How far have we gone? Oh shit, guys. Why do I not look for trades at this point? Maybe because I'm expecting the market to continue falling. Let's go take a look. 1, 2. What is this, 20? Yeah. Red news, so we gotta wait it out an hour. Up to right here. Yeah, so hourly. Let's look at the 4 hour. We're getting a little bit wiki here on the higher end. Let's look at the 4 hour. Hourly. 20 minute. First long that we got, red news was at this time, question mark? What day are we? August 16th. I want to be precise with this because it is part of my rules. We had red news at 8 and 6:30. What time is it? So 6:30. News was at 6:30. It is 9. Oh, yeah. No shit. So 20 minute first long opportunity was right here. That's my entry. Let's see what we got here. Okay. 20, wait for that close. 1, 2. Beautiful long over this high. 4 hour is okay. Hourly is okay. 20 minute is okay. Red news was at 8. Oh man, we're only 40 minutes after red news. Okay. So let me step down to 5 minutes, see how clean this is. Yeah, I mean, this is just clean. This is something I'd want to take. So yeah, personal discretion. That's the best thing about running your own company. You get to choose when you do what you do, right? And so if you're willing to put up company's capital for this, I mean, that's on you. I like it though. I really do. I'm gonna wait for this next 1 minute to open. Yeah, I mean, this is just beauty. I'm not giving up this opportunity. Even if it's a loss, it's a good loss. It's one I want to take. Yeah, so we're looking at like a 0.2 SL. Half ATR, I'll take it. Get tapped in. Actually, your tap in would have been at this low. but I usually want to stay within half ATR. Boom, took my happy loss. Gonna wait for a new validation. 1, 2. Okay, valid long. I don't like it though. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Why don't I take this long? Too weak of a candle. It was a down candle. We opened up here. We went all the way down. Yeah, I just don't like it. Period. Everyone has their own reasons, and so as we look at this mover, average movement, kadoink. Average movement, kadoink. We're reaching the end of our phase. Why am I not taking this? That's why. Now on the 20-minute, we can step down. What time is this? 1800, 17. So market just reopened. This is the first potential long I see over this market. So stepping up to the 4 hour. 4 hour, now if we look at the same thing we're looking at, extensions on the 4 hour. Average movement is this far. What is about to happen? Now, I'm no scientist, but I can kind of assume even smaller in this case, slightly bigger in this case. Couple things is I don't consider extensions on the 4 hour, but I do kind of consider them. Because let's suppose the hourly starts to go sideways a little bit, as it is right now. I try to look for reasons of why that would happen. Let's look at that 8 hour. 8 hours still has good enough movement, you know? Looking kind of like this kind of movement, we still have an okay opportunity. 8 hour from 5 minute is so disconnected that we could still see another move, and that's why I don't consider extensions on the 4 hour, but I try to find reasons for why things happen. If the hourly starts failing, I already know what's going to start happening. It hasn't started failing quite yet. We're going in for a regular, like normal stage 1. That's okay. That's part of our moves. 20-minute, yeah, market just reopened. It is a Sunday, so less liquid, but I'd take a entry right about here. 5-minute high, if that's where we closed. Somewhere around here. Falls back down. 20-minute just gave us another entry. Which one am I going to take? Well, they're both valid. I'll take the first one just for personal testing purposes, but you can choose to take both. They might line up very nicely. Boom, neither. Phenomenal. Hourly starts failing. What's the 4 hour doing? Going into that stage 1. Kadoink. Like, I know the why behind it now. It's not random, like, what the fuck is going on? The market started falling. No, this is part of that move, and we're not fucking surprised when things like this happen. So 4 hour is probably going to undergo longer stage 1, but the hourly is could start building off from here. Hourly, yeah. And so 4 hour did whatever it had to. Now my anticipation isn't for this market to continue falling. Continuations from here on forward. And you're not always right, and you have to live with that, you know? I don't get mad when my analysis is wrong. Now let's look at this market. Is it tradable? Wick, 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 wick. Cleared up a little bit. It's okay. 20-minute first entry validation right here. Couple things you can do is wait for second validation, but I like this candle as is, so I'm going to take a long. Over this high, we're looking at a Sunday at 2100, just about, yep. That's your long, that's your low. 1.27 falls right within risk. Probably going to get stopped out. Why? Well, look at 5-minute candles. Actually, the more I look at this, the less I probably want to touch this market. Wick, 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 wick. Let's look at the 20. 20 is not half bad. Yeah, I mean, I've seen worse, so I can't complain. Yeah, it's just this is drawing me a little bit. Right hand side of price is perfection though. The past 2 hours have been clean price action. Okay. 20-minute needs more time. Not touching this market for a little bit. Look at the wicks. The wicks continued. When I thought on the right hand side of price we cleared up, nope. Look at the 5-minute. What happened on the price delivery? It actually continued exactly how we were anticipating it to continue. I mean, I was waiting for it to clear up, but that's okay. And that's what happens when the higher time frames don't align very well. The 4 hours kind of going sideways now. The hourly is sideways. Like we want to build out of this range, and so 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Boom! First sign of strength. Why am I not? I might consider taking the sentry, but why am I drawn away from taking the sentry? Wick, 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 wick. Not taking it. Oh. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Okay, starting to clear up, but still very wicky. First entry, again, is right here. Give me just one quick second, by the way. Alrighty, so we are back in the game. I'm not taking the sentry. I'm just not. Oh, did I just save myself another loss? What? By refining your system and going back and backtesting years and years for 8 fucking years of this shit? Yeah, that's how it goes, guys, okay? Boom, I just saved myself endless motherfucking losses in here. You have no idea. And the reason I'm so passionate or excited about this is because this is the thing that has been eating away at my edge for the longest fucking time. I would have taken this entry, I would have taken this entry, I would have taken this entry, and I would have taken this entry. That's 4 losses. Guys, I am so enthralled, so fucking happy that we as traders are our own bosses and we get to decide how fucking good we are at this shit, okay? It's not a boss above us, it's not corporate, it is our own backtesting, our own efforts that go into this. And so you guys need to be excited about like, yeah, let's go fucking fix this shit. Boom. Market's clear again. First entry, nothing, 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 potentially here. And what I do is I go back. I see if this is a valid entry for me. Why or why not? And I'll take my loss if I have to. So let's take a peek at this. 1 2 3. Not a valid entry here. Potentially a valid entry here, depending on where we close. 1 2. This is the first valid entry I'm seeing. I want to look at the hourly though. 1 2. Hourly. Yeah, I mean, gotta make sure there's no news on the 19th, but no news. Life is good. We are quite extended. Hourly is good. 4 hour is good. Hourly is good. 20 minute is good. 5 minute. Yeah, I'll put risk here. First position I've put risk on since, when was our other trade? I think we took a trade here, got stopped out, didn't get a re-entry. So like effectively 3 days. Guys, we didn't touch this market for 3 days. I mean, I don't know if it counts the weekends. Friday, Sunday. No, it doesn't count the weekends. So 3 entire full trading days of no touching this price action. And then we're back in the move. 5 minute ATR, or yeah, 5 minute 1 ATR. What happened first? We came up, got tapped in. We're gonna take this as a loss. Throw that in your data collection. Boom. Loss. 20 minute. Yeah, that was some weird price movement. Now I step back down and ask myself why. Why did this happen? Well, I mean, there's nothing out of the ordinary here. Price movement looks spectacular here. Like, I'm happy I take this loss. Versus if you would have taken it here, I'd be a little, like, you remember when I was taking trades here, I'm like, nah, the wickiness on the right-hand side of price seems to clear up. Psych. Psych, 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 you know? So 4 hour is, let's look at the 4 hour delivery. 4 hours is good. Hourly is okay. 20 minute is good. Took our loss there. So we're gonna wait for a new 20 minute delivery. I might go from here. I want to take a peek at this particular candle right here and see how that one played out. Oh fuck, I spilled water. 1 2. This is your first, what I would consider valid entry. Yeah, it's not bad, but it's a little low in the range. And so what I'll do to kind of mitigate that, set it double validation over these 2 highs right here. You know, that small gap will make a big difference in the long run. What's this low? 1.53? 1.5, that's half of 3. So you could tighten it up to whatever risk parameters you want to take. Oh, my bad. Whatever risk parameters you want to take. I'm actually going to do the 1.64. We're almost at that too. Yeah, I'm going to do the entire thing. Just because of the way candles are moving. Let's look at the 20. Fuck, I don't like this so much. But it is the first entry we've gotten. So I'll take it. Get tapped in, probably take a loss. Yay! Celebrate. 1, 2, 1. Could have been an entry here, but no. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1. Why am I not taking these? Why am I not taking this entry, or this entry? Guys, in my previous system, seasons 1 and 2, I would have taken every single one of these. 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh, okay. I'm liking this one now. Notice the difference between the candles. 4 hours clear, hourly is kind of clear. We could definitely build off from here, but it's a quite early stage entry, early stage 2 entry on the hourly. 20-minute, this is the first sign of strength, I see, compared to every other candle. Okay, yeah, I'll take it. 5-minute entry. Now take a look at this price delivery. Wick. What time is it? 10:45, 11, 12. Rollover. Not taking it. That simple. This would have been your entry. Let's see what would have happened. Tapped in. Maybe tapped in. Tapped in. Tapped out. Bingo. Okay. This would have been an entry. Why don't I even consider it this time? Because my testing has proven to me to not. 1, 2. This is the first entry I'd ever even come remote to consider. 4 hours good. But the hourly, what is going on here in the hourly? What's this? It's still okay of an entry. We're looking at 1800 on the 19th. So let's go take a look at news. Oh, still 19th. Perfect. So this is okay. This is, once again, a risk entry. Are you going to take it, or are you going to wait for validations to come through? I'm going to take it because it does look clean. Nah. Fuck. Wick. No. Let's say we would have gotten an entry here just for testing purposes. Buy stop over this high. Right here. Low. Right here. So yeah, this would have been one case where you just got unlucky. If we look at this SL though, I want to look at the ATR at this given point in time. 0.72, 0.77, probably not. So yeah, one of those where you just kind of got to wait it out. 1, 2. You do get another potential entry off of this high, hourly 20. 5-minute high, yeah. So depending on where you set your buy stop, I probably would have taken another loss here. But yeah, maybe not. Like at this 20-minute. 1, 2. Yep. Nope. No, thank you. Absolute. Oh, probably off of this candle. This candle strength would have given me the conviction to continue following this market long. So finally, money comes in. 4 hour, good. Hourly, good. 20-minute. Gonna wait for the sideways. Probably was red news here, so that's okay. Hourly. Let's do our little fun exercise again. Doink. Oh, my bad. How's this compared to this? Oh, matches perfectly. How's this compared to this? A little bit under. Okay. No other big moves. Where are we on this move? We're nearing the end of it. Why am I not gonna even remotely choose to take a long here? Let's see what would have happened. Oh, your long would have been off this high. Tapped in, tapped out. Probably red news, potentially. It's just not very clean price action. Why didn't I take a long off of this price action? You know? And once you start asking yourself these questions, that's when dude, the amount of progress you can fucking make on your back test. So currently we are in, what month are we? August, and we're in September. So we got less than a month of data collection. We're at an hour and 14 on this video. So I'm just thinking, do I want to start a new video or continue this one? So let's go see our progress so far, and then we'll kind of, yeah, they're coming out with the new FX replay. I kind of said that earlier. Okay, analytics. We probably didn't make much progress. 310% versus 262. We made 50 something percent in from July, January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August. Guys, we made fucking 50% in 1 month. That is, so we went from 788 profit to almost a mil, right? So that's about 160 something thousand, just around that ballpark. I am okay making 200 grand a month, you know? That's not bad. And we started with a 300K account, I want to say. Yeah, 300K account. Like, I'm all for it, you guys. So anyhow, peace out, and I'll be right back, actually. Alrighty, guys, hopefully everything is going well. I'm gonna actually do a quick top down of the markets that I've been looking at. Market's about to close, so there's no valid entries. I was actually looking at this earlier, all these markets. But yeah, market opened at 7:30-ish. Should have, oh, my bad. Yeah, 7:30-ish. Right about right here. 7:30. I was looking at the hourly. Here, I'll go ahead and delete this. September 10th, yep. And 20-minute, just completely slipped my mind. I wasn't awake at this time, whatever it might have been. I actually slept in quite a bit today, so I've been awake for a couple hours now, but missed this amazing opportunity, and then nothing else presented itself. 4-hour good, hourly good, same market pretty much. Missed opportunity there. Would have been phenomenal. Looking at the hourly on this bad boy, since the 10th at 7:30, still nothing. There was this opportunity at open, so actually a couple. This was valid and this was valid. Looking at the 4-hour, 4 hours good, hourly is good-ish. But yeah, you'd probably be at break even on this trade. 4-hour is, don't really know where this market is going. Like, what? Yeah, this market is very indecisive, back and forth, left and right. Like, if we were to draw some sort of structure here, we're coming down, whatever. Like, didn't really, here, we'll consider this like a, and then like now we're breaking up, and now we're breaking, like, where's the next step? The next step I can predict is up here, but why are we gonna, you know, this is where I feel very insecure, very unsure, with no conviction to where this market is gonna go. The last leg that we're kind of working with is this one right here, where we break down MB, or structure breakup 1, structure breakup 2, mitigation of this demand right here, and now we're pushing away from it. So maybe you could, you know, find a reason to follow longs here, but this market is just way too dry. Same on, it looks like NQ. Yeah, I'd be looking for sells here. Trying to scalp these shorts, and then just kind of waiting. Nothing too good there. Nothing on gold. This isn't gold, this is feeder cattle. Not a whole lot here. Like, it's just so back and forth that you probably don't want to touch. This is okay. Very wicky, very like weird. But looking for longs over these highs, something like that. To continue higher. But aside from that, there's nothing I particularly want to look at here. And then all these markets are closed. We'll go to, I wasn't looking at Forex this morning, but yeah, no clear direction here on the daily. Like, just kind of doing whatever. But on the 4-hour, if we kind of want to follow some sort of storyline here. Boink, 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 boink. Kind of what I'm anticipating here. So if I were to invert this, and then we look at the hourly. Hourly was way too wicky for me to trade. Too wicky, too wicky, too wicky. Maybe started clearing up, but this is like the first sign of strength that I see. Or like clear sign of strength. Because yeah, these are a good sign of strength. It's like potential long right here. Probably a nice break even or a little partial. Potential long right here. Probably another break even. Maybe a little runner because we are on the hourly. And then the last point I see is going to be on this 20-minute. This is the point where you should have gotten involved, and this was at 7:20. So I wasn't awake. So I missed all these amazing moves, and that's okay. Yeah, there's like nothing on these markets. But yeah. Yeah, don't want to touch any of this. So let's continue with our phenomenal data collection. I think where we left off at was 310%, I think. Yeah. So we were up 310%. And let's keep it moving, you know? I think we just have a couple months left, so let me take some coffee and good. Okay. So looking at the daily, good narrative. Whoa, 4 hour. Collapsing a little bit. Probably gonna wait for the hourly to build up. Four-hour good, hourly good. 20-minute validation long is valid over this high on August 20th. Assuming that's where we close. Yep, that's our long. Whatever low tapped in. So we're looking at like a little over half ATR. Cool. Probably take a break even. Nothing new. Potential long over this high, but needs some time. Now we're at the point where I have to make a decision if I want to take this trade or not. It was over this high, so I'm going to go ahead and take it. I don't mind taking a loss here. Over whatever low gets created. Cool. Fails back down, going to give us another entry. Potential long over this high, but I might want to wait it out just given the weakness in this candle. Yep. Potential long over this high, but gave us a little bit too much weakness. 4 hour good. Hourly needs time. So I'm going to give the 20-minute a little bit more time. Hopefully we start to see a lot of money coming in quickly. And nothing. Market needs time now. Probably somewhere within this mid-range. Let's see the strength candle. Yeah, effectively there's no real entry here for us. It just kind of went. But I do want to see on the hourly how it played out. Yeah, nothing here. Still nothing. This was your first entry. It was red news, so it doesn't matter. But we all know that red news loves to act as our catalyst, so that's amazing. So yeah, this market just needs time. Potential long over this. I'm going to give it one more candle. This is the first opportunity I see for a long here, and it is right at rollover. So unfortunately, I can't take it, or market close. Market closes at 1500, and it is, yeah, like market closes now. So very illiquid here for a little bit. For some reason, we have red news as soon as market opens, which is okay. Yeah, so 4 hour just needs time. Nothing to trade here. Look at this horrible market delivery. Looking at the 4 hour, yeah. Yeah. Wick, 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 wick. Like, guys, I can't make this shit up. I'm gonna actually go through and highlight them. What does this tell you about a market? You see what I'm talking about? There's no reason to be looking at this right now. Like, whatever the fuck this was, I just highlight the entire area. Wick, down, wick up, wick down, up, down. Wick up here. Giant wick here. Giant wick up. Like, just take a look at this. Wick, 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 wick up, wick up, wick up, wick up, wick down, wick down, wick up, wick down. Like, shit. So this market just needs a little bit of time. Look, wick, again. Give this market time. There we go. Starting to clear up to some extent. Wickiness could continue, but that's okay. Yeah. What the fuck? Okay. Clearing up now. I'm going to give it one. There is a potential long over these highs. But something about it, dude. Something about this market. Just look at the hourly. Don't want to touch it right now. Wick, 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 wick. Nope. And we're done. We ain't touching this. Oh, and boom. That's simple, guys. I think we took one loss and one break even. We're down to 310%. We started with 310.31, 310.49. Yeah, break even. There you go. Very beautiful equity curve, boys. So this was a quick video. If anything, I'm going to start... Actually, no, we actually just resumed the previous video. Okay. But yeah, this is it, guys. I hope you learned something about... Oh, well, actually, let me go back to this price action. Because it's something I actually want to do. Go back and then try your hardest to find any sort of entry here for yourself. Go down to the hourly or 4 hour. Where would you have started looking at this market? I probably would have started somewhere around here to here. Okay, step down to the hourly. Wick, 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 wick. Step down to the 20. Okay, where's an entry here for me? There isn't one. It was only over this high, and then it came back down. And then this would have been my first entry. Let's look at the 4 hour or the hourly. Yeah, that lines up perfectly. So maybe you could have scalped out one good long out of this, maybe like 4 or 5R, and then it falls back down. Nothing, and then you're done. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing here. So we just skipped, good knows how much, since August 20th. Yeah, we skipped 7 days, a whole week. So now, actually, I totally forgot. We're in September. So what I'll do is I'm going to take a very, very quick break. But what I'll actually do is, now that we have more data, we have September, we went to August 28th, and we have another like couple weeks of data. So give me a second, I'll be right back, and we'll continue this data collection. Alrighty, guys, I'm back after a little bit. And let's continue this backtest. I honestly don't think we're going to get much more good price action here. Daily's starting to shape up a little bit. Even if we look at the daily price action, though, wick, 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 now starting to kind of shape up. But compare this price action. Here, I'll kind of draw it out for you guys. Compared to this price action. What's the difference, you know? Where we made money was from January, was it 24? I can actually go see when we made money. We didn't start making money till March, and then we stopped in April. March to April. January, February, March. To April. Oh, why'd we stop making money here? If anything, we went into a little bit of drawdown, started making money effectively July 14th. We made a little bit. Oh, why does it line up with like this perfect price action? And then we went sideways for a little bit and didn't start making money until August 1st. Made a little bit. Where's August 1st at? August 1st. Oh, weird. It's like we started this trend again that I expected to continue. We started this trend again, fell back down, started this trend again, fell back down. Now we made a little bit of money off these moves on, where is it? August 16th. Where's August 16th at? Somewhere between here. Oh, it looks like we were starting this trend again, similar to here. So it isn't rocket science. It's just takes a lot of experience to know when to stay out after failure and then just giving the market time. So looks like the daily is shaping back up. The 4-hour money is starting to come in, but it is quite back and forth. So I'm just going to give this market time. Just give it all the time in the world, right? Probably on the daily as well. 4-hour. Okay, what's going on here? Started failing down. You could start scalping for sells here, but the market is just way too wicky. I want to see this reverse and then continue this. There you go. How's the daily look? Probably very, very nice. A little wicky, but that doesn't matter. We're too far disconnected. 4 hours, phenomenal. And if anything, on the 4-hour, I want to look at this strong push right here and see if that would have constituted for me to begin looking at the market again. So 4-hour. Oh, did I not replay? Okay, let's take a peek at the 4-hour. 4-hour. Yeah, money does start coming back in. I'd give it one more candle. Yeah, that would have been good. So I probably wouldn't have taken anything there. Wait for the 20-minute to shape up. Potential long over these highs, but we do have red news here in like an hour 20. Yeah, that's a nice long. Not taken because of red news. Red news. So we're going to wait an hour after red news. So what is this? 8 o'clock, so till 9. Just put a little line here and we can't touch the market until this time. Okay, hourly falls back down. Don't want to touch. Shaping back up nicely, so maybe we'll get a 20-minute validation. This is okay. I'm going to choose to give it one more candle to come down and then push up. 1, 2, 2. I don't like it. I want to see it come down again. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And so if you look at the entries here, off the hourly, effectively the only good entry was this one. I did say I was going to wait for it to close, but yeah, this would have been your entry and you would have gotten a break even. So it doesn't matter. Gonna wait for a new entry. 1, 2, 1, 2. Close on this. Let's see what it looks like at the time being. I want to go take a peek at the 1, 2 at the 4-hour as well. Yeah, so daily is very nice. 4 hours very nice. Hourly is very nice. 20-minute is also very nice. So a couple things here. This isn't closure. Yeah, this is like your only entry and it's at rollover, so I can't take it. What time is this? This is 1700. Market's open at 1600. Now we're dealing with, yeah, no real money in this market. Potential long over this high depending on what we're shaping up to be. 4-hour is shaping up quite nicely. So is hourly. We do have red news coming up, but not for a little bit. Yeah, hourly is actually coming out to be quite nice. 20-minute, the only entry was this high, or depending on where we move. Yeah. This is like the only entry I see right now. None of these other ones were valid. 4 hours good, hourly is good, 20-minute is good. Yeah, so valid long over these highs. Let's see if we get anything. Probably a loss here. We're going to set this up. We're looking at a 0.79 stop. Oof, we're above ATR. So if anything, I'd tighten this up just a little bit. Get tapped in, get tapped out. We're looking at September 5th. I just want to make sure there's no news. Red news at 6:30, 7:45, and 8. And then that should be it. So let's look at the next day. What day? The 5th, the 6th. Red news at 6:30 the next day. So yeah, this market just needs time. This is the only long I see right now. We are a couple hours from news, 3 hours from news, so I'd consider this taking it. Okay, 1, 2. Let's look at a 4 hour. 4 hour is not to my standard. Like it's clean, but it's just, look at this price delivery. I'm not taking it. See how it would have played out. Yeah, that would have been a fantastic loss or a partial. Yeah, market falls back down. Don't want to touch this. And there we go. We took one loss. And we're down to 307%. We started with 310. Whoa, why did we go down 3%? What? How do we go down? Hang on, I need to look at something. How much are we risking per trade? If I were to set up like a random trade here. Okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. About $10,000. So, yeah, we lost 3%, something like that. That's interesting. But yeah, that's kind of it, guys. That wraps up this data collection. If you are currently looking at gold, it is kind of shit, not gonna lie. It needs time to build out of here, and then we're gonna continue looking for longs here. But as of right now, for me, the 4 hours is not clear. You know, we're looking at longs as we started building out, fell back down, don't want to do anything right now. This is just dog shit price action. But yeah, anyhow, guys, peace out. And I'll get started on the next video series 4, where now that we have all of this, I mean, when you look at series by series of everything we've looked at, the growth is so intense. Like this has been the past, what, 3-4 months of growth. And so you can go back and look at a screenshot or a capture of what it looked like, what this current system looked like 3 months ago. And now you can see the immense growth we've done. And so 307% in a year, half a year, 8 over 12, like 3/4 of a year. 307%, that's not bad. Not bad at all. With a 50% win rate, including BE. Without BE, we're looking at 29% win rate. Not bad. So 61 break-even trades. If you're with $1 million account risking about 1%, you're taking 10,000 per trade. You would have saved $61,000 just in break even. So management is important. And then I like to come down here and look at our biggest losers. I don't like to lose more than 2 to 3 R a day. Somehow I managed to lose 4 here, but that's okay. 3, yeah. So I like to stay within 3 losses a day at the worst. And yeah, so anyhow, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I have so many recorded that I just haven't put out, so I'm going to start pumping those out. But yeah, peace out.